Welcome to day 59 of our school year. Our row is almost complete here. Let's get down our beginning fraction. Our denominator is 180. Our numerator is 59. Okay, let's go ahead and find the factors of our numerator. Two factors we always know are 1 and the number itself. Using the commutative property of multiplication, I can write it as 59 times 1. Now I'm going to go through my divisibility rules in an orderly fashion so that I can check for any possible factors. After 1, then, I try 2. The rule for 2 is that it ends in an even number. 9 is odd, so that means that 2 is not a factor. We try. And since 2 is not a factor, no even number will be, so we only need to try odd numbers now. So the rule for 3 is that we add the digits together. I get 14. 14 is not a multiple of 3, so 3 is not a factor. We try 5. The rule for 5 is that it ends in a 0, 5. It ends in a 9, so 5 is not a factor. We try 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. 59 is not in that list, so 7 is not a factor. We try 9. 9 has the same rule as 3. We add the digits together, get 14. 14 is not a multiple of 9, so 9 is not a factor. We try 11. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66. 59 is not in that list, so 11 is not a factor. We try 13, 13, 26, 39, 52, 65. 59 is not in that list, so 13 is not a factor. I have a sneaky suspicion that 59 is, yes, it is prime. So since it is prime, that means it has exactly 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. So now all we need to do is try 59 to see if that's the greatest common factor, and if it is not, then it will be 1. So let's try our groups of 59. Make sure you keep your shaded separated from your unshaded. So plus 50, 8. 2 plus 50. 7. And I have 3 left over. So that means 59 is not our greatest common factor. That means our greatest common factor is 1. So let's make our groups of 1. Done. How many total groups of 1 do we have? 180. How many groups of 1 are shaded in? 59. Okay, so now let's prove it with our algorithm. So 180 divided by 1, 59 divided by 1. Let's see, 1 times 100 is 100. Number's the same, zero's the game, more on top, no need to stop. 80 times 1 is 80. Number's the same. 0's the game. Add those together, those partial quotients. 100 plus 80 is 180. Now you may have already realized that identity property, that 1 times 180 gets you 180. But I just want to show you there's more than one way to get to the right answer. Make sure you use what you know. Like I know that 50 times 1 is 50. More on top, no need to stop. Number's the same, zero's the game. And 9 times 1 is 9. Number's the same, zero's the game. Add these together, I get 59. Now let's check. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since our remainder is 0 for both, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0, it stays the same, we don't need to add 0. But what we end up with here, and one reason why our fraction doesn't simplify anymore is that we have the identity property of multiplication that says when you multiply by 1, it stays the same. One group of 0, one group of 80, one group of 100, one group of 9, one group of 50. Okay, 59, that matches our dividend up here, so check. 180, that matches our dividend up here, so check. Our numerator is definitely 59, and our denominator is definitely 180. All right, so let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. Trimester 1, week 13. Today's date is 10/31/19. Okay, and our fraction for today, 59/180th, since 59 is a prime number and not a factor of 180. Our greatest common factor was 1, meaning we had to make groups of 1. Now you do not have to get out your number line, but here is today, 59/180th. Okay, let's go ahead and erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.